Okay, we is recording. We had a tremendous time yesterday at church. There was not too many people. I mean, that's a pretty big church, but it wasn't too many people. But they sure had a good time, I'll tell you that right now. It was like, I mean, the people who went there, they had a real good time. Just look at this here. Look at this. I took this right at I took this right there. Look, in there. Look at the crowd. People jumping around. I was jumping around. No, I wasn't jumping around. How am I going to be jumping around after I had a double stroke? Well, I could jump around. I just have to get up off the floor. Somebody help me off the floor. I could probably get up off the floor, but it should look weird, and it would should be. As you can see, I didn't even have my camera up all the time because I was just concentrating on the music and with my eyes closed and stuff like that. And I opened them up, and all these people were in front of me because I always sit up at the front. So, you know, that's kind of weird, man. And then I started looking around, and I tried to put the camera all around. I don't know why it didn't happen. I tried to get like a 360 shot, and it just didn't work. Oh, there it goes. See, I'm going around. Oh no, I'm just looking around. I know I did that, but I don't know. Maybe I messed up the recording. There goes the lady with the flags. I love that. You know, I would like to do a flag ministry like that. Go running around with flags and stuff like that, or whatever they call it, angels' wings, or who knows. But you see, that was like, they were like having fun there, man. That's like, I forget what song that was. I don't know. I think it was that new one that I'm gonna be making. That's called "Though I go through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil. Devil, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Devil, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Devil, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Though I go through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. No, I will fear no evil. Though I go through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil. Devil, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. And that's it, right? So yeah, man, that was like, well, these people give us so many. How do you say? They got so many notifications on X. It's like I don't even know why I got it on because I don't know. I like one guy, Leo Terrell, I think is his name. Leo Terrell reposted Ezra Drisman, whatever. Reposted Manhattan Men. Leo Terrell, attention Trump supporter. Day 1351 of the Biden administration. Dang, they got him counted. If you're wondering if I'm gonna grow a beard, man, I don't know. I've been coming out with a rash, and it took my face. So I'm gonna let my beard grow out, and hopefully, you see, it's a little red. It's a little red up here. All this, see. So I'm hoping maybe between that, putting A and D on my face, that diaper rash stuff, and taking vitamin D pills, Maybe that might. And vitamins also. I got both vitamin D and I got multivitamins. So hopefully that'll do it. If it doesn't go away, I'm gonna go to the dermatologist, see if they give me something a little bit stronger. I think I got some cortisone cream there, but I don't like to use stuff. I don't like to. I mean, I have a degree from the University of Google, but I don't like to really. How is it that I saw this one on a mug. It said, "Don't confuse your Google degree with my formal medical training," or something like that. It was really. I took a picture of it, and I have it like in my thing, in my computer, and in my laptop, with my laptop, and also my phone, and I have a notepad around there that's has like it's so slow, it's incredible, you know. It's sort of like Joe Biden going Joe Biden at the how do you say the time where he was gonna take a crap, right? I think he did take a crap. We all know what happened there. He thought he was on the throne there, man. So don't kid me. I've been there, man. You know, Jeez, I've been there. Yeah, but yeah, man. I had a great time yesterday. I went to church and it was fantastic. I wasn't gonna go, and then I said, well, I'm gonna go because it's gonna cost me a little bit of money to go to church. I got taking an Uber there. Where I don't use Uber, I use Lyft. Taking a Lyft and going to and from the church. And sure enough, the driver was fantastic coming back. Well, both ways. I mean, we were laughing the whole way over there. And then when I came back, I had left my wallet in the house because I went out like real quick because I wanted to get over there before the rain got really really worse. I don't even know how many inches of rain it came, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was another 5 inch rain because it was that heavy, and the lightning strikes. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, Tuesday. It was 5 inches of rain in Brandon. I like to say, in Spanish over there in Puerto Rico, they say Bayamon llueve todos los días. And they say that Bayamon, probably the largest part of all Puerto Rico, and it's kind of like the largest area. And they say that it rains there every day, you know. And I lived there for from '83 to what 87, so I lived there for 4 or 5 years, So I agree. There was a lot of rain there, no doubt about it. And of course, Puerto Rico is a Caribbean place, So you keep me. I tried to. I used to ignore the weather reports about hurricanes and stuff like that. Now over here, now living in Florida, and seeing how these people are over here, man. I've seen almost fights, just for gasoline. So and look at all this stuff that people were going through during the pandemic, man. People going crazy buying toilet paper. I mean, I had like I don't know, $500 or $600, I don't know, something like that, on me, and I spent like $400 or $500 and stuff just that one day. That one day, there was a run on everything, man. There was all the toilet paper ran out of Walmart. Went to the went to the dollar store, milk, all this stuff, all the essentials, man. It was gone. And it was all because of this freaking Fauci, Anthony Fauci, man. working on a gain of function. What the heck is that gain of function? Making something better? Is that what that is? I don't know, and I don't want to know, man. Because I think this gets me angry, because he made this thing over there in Wuhan, and they also have a lot of labs also in Ukraine. It should be illegal that these people use our tax money to fund things, labs in other countries. They should be over here because over here we could control it. Over here we have better technology, you know, and not only that, but something wild happens. You know what I mean? I mean, we could investigate it here, but over there in China, who's gonna investigate stuff in China, man? We can't just go up in there, Oh, hey, I'm the FBI. I'm over here checking out. That's not gonna happen. I'm the CDC. We gotta close this place down. CDC, they couldn't even keep. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to turn this thing off here, man, because it's just getting to me now. What is this, man? Okay, let me. Oh, I need that. I need that. I need that because I'm expecting some. I'm expecting some deliveries today, so I need this butcher box. The butcher box. The butcher box. The butcher box. I'm trying to get a carnivore diet going here. You got New York strips for $3.84. Free ribeyes. Free filet mignon $3.36. This is like they still got the Labor Day steak sale. I guess they give you like a couple of if you spend that much money in a month. I guess they give you a certain amount of filet mignons. I love that, man. They give you a couple of filet mignons. I just started eating them a little while ago, but I love it, man. It's like now I know the right timing and the right temperature on the pan. Oh man. Yesterday I was in I wasn't glutton. Let me see, glutton heaven. I don't know what else. I mean, I'll find a word that goes with a G that goes with that gastro. I was in gastro. Gastro. Well, I don't know why I'm looking for a G, but anyway, it was gluttony, gastro heaven. No, let me see. I was what is that? Is that they're doing they're cutting the grass. They're cutting the grass. So you know what I got to do, right? I got to record that. And the reason why I got to record that is because I fell over here in the parking lot because these people they don't pick up all the leaves, all the twigs and stuff. So I'm gonna record it, and then I'm gonna go downstairs while the recording is still going on here. Go downstairs with another camera and show you that there's twigs down there, and that there's twigs and when it rains it's even worse because they have like a whole mess of bushes. So all those leaves they get caught up in the bushes, and when it rains it comes down. So pay a little bit extra and have them pick up the leaves. I mean, what's so hard? Or tear down the bushes, whatever you want to do. I mean, let that thing blow out there. But no, they don't want to do that. Or pick up the twigs. So I was out there. I was trying to hook up a car battery, and then I slipped on a twig or a wet leaf. It was drizzling that day, and I went backwards and cracked my head open, man, on the pavement, you know, and I couldn't even get up. I felt dizzy and everything, and I mean, I cracked my head. And then, sure enough, I call 911, and I told them, I said I've fallen, I can't get up. I'm right next to a white Cadillac. That's right next to where I live. And I can see, and I was down there, and I looked like under the car, and I could see the fire truck coming towards me, and then like three big guys just lifted me up the floor like nothing. Those guys they're pretty buff, man. Because they'd be like they got that macho image, man. They firefighters. Firefight in New York, it used to be the firefighters and who are the garbage guys, the sanitation workers, what they call them, right? The garbage guys. But you have to, you got to be real strong for those, man. You hauling garbage and stuff, man. And some of those people, boy, they be treating that like it's one of those. See that they over here cutting and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until they pass, and then I'll put the camera. I'll hook it up to maybe the window or something, and just point it out. And then what I'll do is I'll go out there later on after they pass with the blowers, because they cut now, they blow, and then they leave. You know. So after they cut, usually is usually it's like 12 or 1 o'clock when they start blowing. But I'll put it from now so that this way, any judge can see what's going on, in the jury. And every single day I get dizzy, every single day, and it happens all the time. I could be sitting down, I could be laying down, I could be walking. Sometimes I just gotta sit down. I don't care if I'm outside, it's the dirty floor, I gotta sit down. It's better. How was it that Beans used to say? What was it? Beans from Public Enemy or whatever, or State Property or what? I forget the. He used to say, what was it? Get down or lay down, whatever. Otherwise you're gonna be down with me, or you're gonna get shot. It's or something like that, man. So anyway, yeah, man. But if I get dizzy, man, I just have to sit down. I don't care where I am at. You know, I could be going on the stairs, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta just sit down. That's why I haven't driven. I haven't driven. That's my primary source of income. Driving Uber, driving Lyft. I have a CDLA. You know, so all my income is kaputzi. You know, and so they're gonna have to pay me, man. They're gonna have to pay me, man. And now I was just getting like a lot of streaks. I was seeing like streaks and black spots. Actually, when they took me to the hospital that very day, I was talking with the doctor, and I started stomping the floor, thinking that there was a giant cockroach walking my way. And he looked at me, and he said, "What's going on?" And I said, "There's a cockroach there, a big one." And I looked around, and it's a hospital. I'm not saying a roach can't get inside a hospital, but a big one, that's kind of hard to get. And then to be just walking across the floor, maybe walking, some other way, But that's the emergency room too. That's really well lit. Ain't nothing. There's nothing. How do you say? There's nothing dark in that emergency room. I mean, everything is well lit. There. You know. But I was seeing black spots. I was seeing these colored streaks. I was seeing like all these colors. If I had one more color, just one more color, if I would have seen it, I could have been a poster boy for the Pride Parade. All right. Hey man, what can I say, man? I mean, I'm happy and stuff, but that thing is kind of scary, to tell you the truth. And the specialist over at the VA hospital, he looked all the way into my optic nerve. I didn't even know they could do that. I mean, I never heard of that. I mean, I've always seen people talk about seeing the retina, which is like the back part of the eye. but looking inside of the optic nerve, I never heard of anything like that. But obviously he did it, and and I'm going to him, and I go also here to another retinal specialist that she's been giving me injections in my eye. I don't know if it's red or not, but sometimes okay, still a little bit red. Let me see. Can I zoom in on this thing? I guess not. Let me see if I can get it. I mean, I just had one on, what was it, Friday? Oh no, that's just my that's just my that's just my old eyeball. But yeah, man, the I just went over there on Friday, and she gave me two injections in my eye. Every time I go over there, you give me two injections. I guess if you look in the Facebook, if you go back, you will see it. I have like a couple of times there where it's where you can see how red it is. It looks like I had a fight with Raymond Ortiz, this guy who was in my he was in my block, and we were playing Johnny and the Pony, and they all the guys. I guess I was hated. I don't know, man. But they wanted to, and I was pretty good at that. There was probably the only one who was just as good, or if not a little bit better, was Jimmy, because he was able to jump all the way, all the way up, all the way up to the front. But I was pretty close there. I mean, they would always put me up like right up there, because I was able to jump pretty high on Johnny on the Pony. So Raymond was going to, he was gonna when he was at the end, and he was going to put me in orbit, man, and everybody was just gonna leave, and I was gonna end up hitting the brick with the brick wall, and that was the building that he lived at too. I don't know if that was a setup or not. Did he have a YouTube channel back then in the 70s? he had the first he had the first million hit a million hit million likes. Oh, but the so anyway, I ran hard, man, and I went, and the first time he kind of like went too soon, and I stopped. I said, "What happened?" He said, "No, something, I don't know." So anyway, he bent over again, and I knew something was up. So when he got up, I punched him right in his back with a running start. Boom! We started fighting there. He hit me in my eye. I don't know if it was the left one too. It's very possible, man. Maybe, maybe that's why I have so many problems with this heavy cataracts too. But he popped me in the eye, man, and I was like, I said, "Oh man, this thing is really hurting me, man." So I just quit the fight. He won, man. How is it that this guy Witherspoon says in Friday the movie? He says, "You use these. You win and you lose, but you live for another day." And actually, I met up with him. Not met up with him, but I seen him. I seen him on Facebook. I mean, I was off of Facebook for a long time, and I think after like 40 years leaving leaving all the people I knew in New York, I started getting on Facebook, and sure enough, I met. They have a page there, Bronx 179th Street, and that's where we were hung out, man. 179th Street and Belmont Avenue, and he's now a doctor. He's now a doctor. I don't know if he's retired, but he. I know he was being. Last time I knew him, before that, I knew he was going to Alfred E. Smith, and over there, what they taught was plumbing. Which is pretty good money. I mean, plumbers make real good money. I mean, I know now I know plumbers that after like 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you got to come up with $300 cash or some crazy amount like that before they're gonna see you, man. They ain't gonna see you for no, not even a check, not a debit card, nothing, man. It's gotta be cash. So at that time, that guy's gonna have to go out to the bank and get cash, man. That's that's like straight up gangster, man. What the heck? You gotta have cash. I mean, name me something else that you can only have cash, other than drugs or criminal activity. You know, I mean, everything else you could use, whatever cash apps or what have you. But this one plumber, he's like that, man. He tells me straight up, before I go over there, and before I do anything, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you done disturb my sleep. No, you are going to have that. You're gonna do that. You're gonna have to have everything in cash. I don't want no check, no Visa, Mastercard, American Express, Discover card, food stamps. Even though now that I say food stamps, man, I remember when I was driving a cab, man. There was one guy that he offered me a pig to take him across the county, not across the county, across Florida, a pig, man. And at first I said, man, how am I gonna be traveling around with a freaking pig in the taxi? what what if I would have gotten a passenger? Tell him, bro, sit in the front. I got, I got a big old 200-pound hog over here, or whatever, boss hog or whatever. I don't know. We got a big piggy over here. We got what was the cartoon character? I mean, that's all, folks. Porky Pig. We got Porky Pig in the back. He's gonna keep me well fed throughout the whole year or whatever. You'll take him out to a butcher. Or I'll do like this guy. What's his name? George Clooney. He actually has a pig as a pet or a hog. I don't know what the heck. I guess one grows into the other. I don't know. Or I guess it's also different breeds because you do have pot-bellied pigs over here in Riverview, Florida. Riverview, Florida. When I used to do deliveries for Pizza Hut, a lady actually wanted to give me a pot-bellied pig. A pot-bellied pig. She said that her dog used to grab the pot-bellied pigs by the ears and bring them back and bring them to the house. Because over there they had, and it was legal. I don't know now; it's been a long time, but it's illegal. It used to be legal to hunt wild pigs with a crossbow. So that's another reason why I'm gonna get a crossbow. That one, and also for the zombie apocalypse that might happen because if they get freaking crazy people like Fauci getting all this money, getting $400,000, and that's legal. Who knows how much was illegal, under the table, because there was maybe $1 trillion or something like that was spent on when you talk about all the vaccine money and all this other stuff. I mean, he makes the disease, and then he probably make money on the cure too. Gain of function, gain of function. What the hell? I got gain you this. I'll give you I'll give you a full gainer on your head, man. You gonna come over here talking about you gain of function. What the heck? You just making a weapon, man. That's what you're doing. You know, just like where AIDS came from, man. At the time in the '70s, they were doing all these transplants, and sure enough, they wanted something to be able to take away that rejection part of the transplants. And they found it. They found it. It just so happened that he got out of the he got out of the lab. He got out of the lab, man. And how many people died since then? The co-pastor of my church in Puerto Rico died of that because his wife got a transfusion that was tainted with that blood, and of course he contacted it through sexual contact. And he used to get up on the front of the platform, and he used to say, I feel good, I feel all right. But we all knew that, it was just a matter of time, That T count kept on going down or whatever. And all his white blood cells are killed or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how that works. His immunity goes all the way down, and then even the simplest thing will make him go. So he's in heaven. Him, his wife, his two kids. I don't know who took them, but they were sweet kids too. The little girl, because I used to go to. Sometimes I would go with my brother. I would go. I'm 12 years older than my brother, and that's also one reason why I was so wild, because my sisters were 6 years older than me, so they were 18. I was 12, and I had a brother. So pretty much at 12 years old, I was able to do whatever I wanted to do. And the only thing I liked to do was do math. I mean, I was like number one in the school in math. And even I was doing stuff that not even the teachers understood. I would come to them and I say, "Hi, I'm looking over here at these this and that," and they'd be like shaking their head, like even college math books. I was able to do it. I don't know how I did it sometimes, but I was able to do it completely. And they didn't even show in the book how to do it. They would show you the problem, they would show you the answer, but they would not show you how to actually come to that answer. And so as far as math is concerned, that was really the only thing I liked. Now I like a whole mess of stuff. Now I like math, astronomy, cooking. I'm getting into this whole thing with the learning about my body with the diabetes and the stroke thing, and seeing what the story is. Every now and then I see all these things about stroke and stuff, and in Facebook, and make searches and stuff. And I think eventually they're gonna have a cure. Maybe that doctor in Cocoa Beach who's charging $6,000 for every for every for every shot that he gets $6,000. It's an arthritis medication that he puts right into the skull, and then he puts the people on a teeter-totter board and puts the table back, and then that medication rushes into the brain. Well, I want to say rushes, but it seeps into the brain, and if it hits the spot that's dead, it will come alive. So I don't know how he came about this. I don't know if I don't know if he did like me when I was in Brazil, when I was a doctor over there. I don't even want to talk about it because there's some crazy stuff over there. But I mean, over here there's a statute of limitations on murder, so I can't really talk on it, man. And that thing that comes out in Google where I did the triple brain transplant between the man, the pig, and the monkey. Yeah, I'm not gonna I can't comment on ongoing investigations. Okay, let's just put it like that, man. Yeah, but yeah, that's why I was allowed to do just about anything, man. At 12, because my sisters were older than me, and mom and dad, they were looking at them, primarily mom, because dad was mostly working. I mean, we lived in a private house. We went to Catholic school, and that all cost money, you know. Private houses to live in, and private schools to go to, you know. I mean, that was it, man. That was the how do you say, that was the and the neighborhood wasn't, I don't know, it really wasn't all that bad. I mean, I've seen worse neighborhoods. I mean, where we lived on Belmont and 179th Street. Now, if you went to where my cousins were at 138th Street and Brook and St. Anne's and all that, now that was really hot all the time. People's Park over there, and Berger Junior High School, all that stuff. That stuff was St. Mary's Park and Recreation Center. That was like crazy over there, man. That was really nuts. And I mean, I ran through all that because my cousins were there. We used to go, them three and me. We used to run around all that area, and that's where I started copying LSD at over there in that area, you know. And then I would take it over to Flushing, Queens, where there was none, and I got hooked on that thing myself, and that's when I went to the Lincoln psychiatric, actually Lincoln Hospital and Psychiatric Ward at that time. I think it was like the sixth floor or the fourth floor. It was closed up, and I decided I wasn't gonna take the medication one time, So so they called like five big policemen on me, and they they jumped into my room, man. I tried to get down, but five of them, they overpowered me right away, man. I mean, usually back then, by that time, I had gotten like very violent, and I was how do you say, I just, it was just crazy, man. I was like those I was like that saying, like that song by Toby Mac. If I go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. That was kind of like the way I lived my life. Like I thought that for sure by 21 I would have been dead, you know. And thank God that it didn't happen because I probably would have been lost. I didn't accept Jesus into my life for nothing. I never really enjoyed the whole spiritual side of me. I think I felt the presence of God one time when I was in the Catholic Church. We was like practicing some song in there. I don't know what it was. And I tell you the truth, I felt something there. I don't know what. You know, and the nuns, they were just like, oh, they were like, oh God, or oh Jesus, and but they didn't pursue it. There was no how do you say it? No intelligence behind it. They need to get like a Pentecostal preacher. They need to get a R.W. Shambach in there or somebody, or one of them guys that had who knew what was going on. They need to get some of those people who were evangelicals and knew the Bible and knew exactly what was going on. But that's that. I mean, I don't blame mom. Mom used to tell me, that she was sorry that she didn't discipline me the way I should have been disciplined, but she didn't know any better. So how could I blame her? You know. But I know she always had that guilt, you know, because I was kind of like the one that got into deep trouble, you know. I mean, I was when I was dealing drugs out there in Flushing. I almost killed a person, cutting his neck. And like I said, there's a couple other things I can't get into because I just can't. I'm too old to be. I'm too old to be going. I don't mind going to jail if it's for the name of Jesus. I mean, if I'm preaching, if I'm witnessing to somebody, if tomorrow they make a law saying that you will go to jail if you share Jesus, then justifiably and biblically, yeah, I should go. You know, but I feel like the stuff that I did before. I mean, I was like a different Victor. You know, I don't think I should be held accountable for that. I mean, I know other people are gonna say I'm wrong, and I, I I think they're right. In some ways, but me personally, I just feel like it's sort of like when you're looking at a movie. You know what I mean? It's like you don't I mean, people tell me about things, you know, that I did, and I know there was something wrong. I knew there was something wrong. I used to beat the dog. According to mom, I used to beat the dog. I don't know. I got to talk to my sisters about that. I don't remember ever hit. I think I hit. I remember hitting the dog once. That was it. But the dog was always. He was always very paranoid. I think he was the first dog with PTSD. I'm the I'm the reason why they made the ASPCA over there on the east side of Upper Manhattan over there. Man, you kidding me? Oh man, that was nuts, man. I used to. There was a time when I used to get into fight every Thursday. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. And I even went to they used to have this karate place right next to Third Avenue in Tremont. It was like on the third floor, and it was a big place, man. It was a karate place, and I wanted to go over there. I was really young too. I should have went there, man, but I didn't have the $10 to spend on it, man. I mean, back then $10 was a lot. You had to work a couple of hours for that, man. $10 was not 10. It wasn't like $10 now. $10 now is nothing, man. Geesh, that'll get you like maybe I don't know, maybe a third of a pound of filet mignon or something like that. The thing is like I think it's very heavy, man. That's like but hey, I just thank God that I went through it all. But over there in that Lincoln Psychiatric Ward, that Lincoln Hospital Psychiatric Ward, it was on 149th Street and the Grand Concourse area, which when I was a kid, Grand Concourse was that was the rich people used to live there. We used to walk from Belmont and 179th Street to Grand Concourse to get the D train to go all the way down to Chelsea High School, which was so old it even had running DC on it. Not AC like we use in all the places now, but they had DC. That was like freaking Tom Edison kind of stuff there. So, yeah, hey man, I've been doing this a little bit long, so uh, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I went way too long, way too long. Okay, God bless everybody, and have yourself a great day. And as you can see, man, I hit a lot of topics today. A little bit of my testimony, a little bit of church service yesterday. I don't even know how I went over there, man. That was raining hard, freaking lightning strikes, and I thought it started early because I had like some kind of food and stuff at 6 o'clock or something. I thought the church service was starting at 6 o'clock. But I text um, the leader of the prayer group and the one who leads the Iron Man group in my church, which is consistently at 100 people over there. Sunday mornings at 7:15, you get 100 guys that are gonna go over there. Yeah. So anyway, man. Yeah, that's it. Well, today is the start of the football season. I do believe. I think today is it, man. Thursday night football on Amazon. I used to talk to this one girl. I don't want to say her name, but she's Filipino, and we've been knowing each other now for 10 years. 10 years, right? So you get to know. So I don't care who you are. You see somebody consistently. I mean, we used to see each other every day. Every day we would be video chatting. So I mean, that's through the good times, through the bad times. And you get to know somebody during that. You're gonna get to know that person. And every time I would have like football, like I think it was like because I had to get up. I had to be talking to her like 8:30 in the morning, sort of because she would go to sleep at 8:30 at night. So I had to see her between 8 and 8:30. That was pretty much it. And sometimes, these games, sometimes they go really, really late, especially if they got them like on the West Coast or something. And, sometimes I'd be too tired. And I told her, I said, I stayed up too late, watching a DVR of the game or whatever, or Sunday ticket, whatever, I don't know. NFL channel. I stayed up watching the NFL channel trying to check out some of these games because I wanna be able to handicap them or whatever. And sure enough, the how do you say the she was so happy when the Super Bowl came because she knew that was the last game that we had like uninterrupted video chats, and that I would be uh, more consistent with seeing her during the video chats and stuff, and when you football season, they get you got and I'm just into the pros. I see some college games, but very rarely. But now they got them year round because now you got also that USFL, whatever, XFL. I don't know, the Rocks League. The Rock has this football league, so and that's in the off season of the NFL. So I don't know. I don't know what the structure is as far as what do these people make like these track stars and stuff. But I don't know why they're not going into football. You know, all they got to do is just learn how to catch the ball because they already got the speed. Of course, Dallas Cowboys had one of the fastest men in the world ever. He was the world record holder in the 100-yard dash. That's how old that is. Now everything is in meters as far as the dashes are concerned. But back then it was Bullet Bob Hayes with the Dallas Cowboys. I think he ran a 9 flat or something like that, or 10 flat or something. Well, he was the fastest man for a long time, you know. And he won gold medals and this and that. And it wasn't like it was now. Now it's like they got a Diamond League and they got this and that and all these big time endorsements. Back then, if you had your picture on a Wheaties, like Bruce Jenner, it was a big deal. If you had your face on a Wheaties box. I keep on saying I'm gonna go, and I'm still over here, 47 minutes later. Okay, you people take care. I gotta do a couple of things over here. Over here, watching a picture. Over here, my laptop, has a screensaver, and so it just shows pictures and stuff. I just saw a picture of Dad when we were living in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. And he was a tremendous cook. He came out even on TV cooking. So that's in my blood. And my sister, she has a catering business. Of course, my mother used to cook when she was a little girl. She used to cook for a family of 11, plus grandpa and grandma. So it was 13. She would be cooking. So and she really cooked. She cooked better than Dad. And that, as far as small portions are concerned, I don't know about large portions because Dad being working at the Palace Hotel in Puerto Rico. I mean that's you gotta do a lot there. That's giant portion stuff there. But anyway, man, let me go. I'm gonna see if I can put up some cooking videos now that I'm getting into this whole low carb and this whole thing with the carnivore diet. Today I'm gonna just have some maybe a lettuce wrap with some tuna fish inside. You know, I don't know. I don't think I have cucumbers, and I don't like for some reason I don't like onion in my tuna fish. I mean, I like onion, like grilled onion, and put it on the. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because I like grilled onions. I like grilled onions. Like if I go to like Checkers and get the chomp burger, or if they have what else grills what else grills it? French onion soup. I like that. Uh, what else? Yeah, cooked onions, rare onions. I really don't like it too much, except when I get it from Burger King. I don't know why, but there I could tolerate it. I don't know, but then of course, nobody else got that charcoal taste. And even though I do know there's a place over here on Hillsborough Avenue and 40th Street, right around there, a little bit north on 40th Street. They have a Big John's barbecue. They have a giant oak burning oven. Oak. They get oak and they smoke that meat. It's just a tremendous taste. I haven't been up there. I need to go over there to see if those people are still around, man. And seeing that I'm into the meat, they certainly do got meat. They got that slab of ribs and stuff like that, and geesh, with all that sauce and all the other stuff that they might have, you know. I'm trying not to eat pork. I'm trying to stay with the dietary laws of the Bible. I mean, even though we don't have to do it, how do you say? I mean, I don't think it's a sin for me to eat pork. If I don't have any food and I'm hungry, I will eat it, you know. But there's a reason that I think God put down that we should not be eating pork, and that's because mainly pigs are like the bottom feeders. You know, they're like they're like all these lobsters and crabs. You know, God God will God made them to clean up the bottom of the ocean. You know, just like pigs are to clean the earth of all these things that they eat. And like vultures, vultures they be taking all the. Oh, let me go. I gotta eat, man. I took my pill and I forgot to eat. I'm gonna have to eat something. Have some food or something. Okay, I'm really going now. Okay, take care. Love you. God loves you. Bye bye.